Alright, so here we are at Super Training Gym, the strongest gym in the West. And what you see me doing here in this particular moment in time is what's known as a dynamic warm-up. Basically, I'm just trying to get my body used to movement. It's pretty early in the morning, I kind of just rolled out of bed. So I'm kind of just getting everything all nice and activated, and I'm getting blood to all the muscles. Kind of doing this little walkout thing where I do a squat and then I walk myself out, do a push-up, then like a quadruplex, and then back up again. So still just warming up. I've got one plate on each side, no belt. Still just trying to activate all the muscles that I'm going to be using and get blood into them and get my body just ready to work out. It's kind of a shame. Like, so many people don't even know how to properly warm up, and it's just so simple. That's really one of the great things about hiring an expert or a professional, like, you know, hiring a trainer. They can show you all these things. Because if you're not warming up properly, your workout's going to suffer, and then therefore your results are going to suffer. And that's kind of the whole point, right? I mean, we all want results. So here you see me. I've got 2 plates on each side, no belt, still just warming up, not really worrying too much, just warming up. And then after this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get in. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm going to get into it. And what I'm doing today is doubles. So I'm doing 2 reps with a lighter weight. And this is actually part of my taper. It's basically what a taper is towards the end of a program. If you're training to compete in an event, like an athletic event or whatever, you kind of want to decrease what you have been doing so that you can bring your athlete or client to what's known as a peak. If you're able to bring your client or your athlete to peak the day of the event, they're going to perform the best that their body possibly can at that point in time. So I think I do like 3 or 4 sets of this with the 3 plates for 2 reps. With strength training, you want to keep your weight high and your reps low. Up until this point, I have been doing what's known as a 1 rep max. So basically I was working with the heaviest weights I could possibly do for just 1 rep. And I was doing that for about 3 weeks. So every week I was just adding more and more weight. So with all this smart programming and all this this hard training, I was actually able to put on 300 pounds in my powerlifting total in just 60 days or 2 months. So it worked out pretty well. It was a pretty successful training cycle. So now I'm moving right into deadlifts. This isn't really like a warm-up. I don't like to switch right to a different exercise without just kind of having that little transition where I say, okay, and we're doing this movement now, Mark. So I'm not going to throw super heavy weight on it at first, but it's not really a warm-up. It's just me getting used to the new movement. So here I am, same thing. Going to do a double, 2 reps. And same thing, I do 3 or 4 sets. Now I'm not really doing too much of a good job actually. My ass should be closer to the floor. I should be sitting more back into my heels. My chest should be up and my shoulders should be back a little bit more. So there you see me rocking my MagnumFit.TV and adjusting my unit. So you're welcome, America.
Oh, you like wrap them? Yeah. Around? Yeah, how do you do it? Just kind of. Yeah, we'll have to drop that, but you won't be able to do that. The higher we jack it up.
So here we go. Try and sit back as much as possible. Ass down and then up. Boom. Ass down again. And up. good. So this is really the meat and potatoes of the workout. These two first exercises. And for this last one, I figure I'll just play it cool and I just do one and hold it at the top. So now what you see me doing here are back extensions on this piece of equipment. I'm not actually sure the particular name for this piece of equipment, but it's a really, really good piece of equipment. It's pretty crucial. It works your hamstrings, your glutes, and your low back, which makes up your posterior chain, which in strength training is crucial that you train your posterior chain and get that working properly and all that stuff. And then you see me just throwing in some standing calf raises. Most people probably wouldn't necessarily have to do standing calf raises. I do bodybuild, and I plan on modeling and making money doing those types of things, so I have to throw it in. But normally, you really wouldn't have to worry about that.
Yeah, and the problem is Tanya's a cook, but she's like a meat potatoes kind of different cook than I am. And she joined Weight Watchers, so they're teaching her. What I try to explain to her for freaking 24 years is, eat your heavier meals.
And then again, more calf raises.
It's more protein.
Get a pump.
Carbs and stuff like that. That's what she's doing. The whole family doing. As many vegetables and fruits and because they taste all the good shit. Yeah. Well, what's interesting is Trevor loves.
So now I'm basically done with the workout. I mean, that's basically it. I just have to throw in some leg extensions because, like I said before, I do bodybuilding and stuff like that. So I'm doing this at the end of the program. It's always best to do shit like this at the back end of your workout, especially if you're training for things like strength and performance and stuff like that. Like, you see like pro bodybuilders in their videos, they'll do like sets of 100 reps of leg extension and then they'll go back squat. Well, that's really only going to benefit a person who wants to be a pro bodybuilder. It'd be pretty dumb if you're trying to get strong and you do this before you went and tried to squat heavy. You really can't take much from a pro bodybuilder's workout. So that's another reason. A lot of this information you see out here on the internet really can't benefit a lot of people. So know your source, people. Jeez. Or else you're gonna get ripped off. So I think I do like 6 or 7 sets of this. Just trying to gain some size, some hypertrophy in them, pump in as much volume as I can, and then call it a day. So this was actually pretty successful. I was able to put 300 pounds on my powerlifting total. It was pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how things turned out. Still not really that strong of a dude. Like, I'm really not that strong, but like it was my first meet at the backyard meet of the century, Uno. And my total was like 1,100 or something. So that is it, folks. Be sure to check out MagnumFit.com for more videos and helpful information.